Good afternoon. My name is Dunga. I'm a graduate assistant football coach here at St. Ambrose University, and I'm also a professional football player for the Quad Cities Steamwheelers of the Indoor Football League. My leadership work-based action project, focuses on fan engagement for the Quad Cities Steamwheelers. But today I'll be presenting my leadership work-based action project based on fan engagement for the Quad Cities Steamwheelers. This project is focused on, how I can improve fan engagement and ticket sales while also building a long-term fan atmosphere and a stronger, fan engagement within the community while boosting ticket sales. Throughout this project, I applied my leadership theories and organizational change concepts and work-based learning strategies from my MOL program to address the real-world organizational changes and challenges. The core problem I addressed was inconsistent attendance and weak long-term fan retention. Even though the Quad Cities Steamwheelers is a really exciting and affordable entertainment experience, but attendance did not consistently reflect on the quality of the team and the organization. The adaptive challenge I ran into was not simply marketing problems, but it required changes in the organizational culture and the culture on communication and long-term relationship building. Short-term promotion discounts created temporarily attendance increase, but did not build lasting emotional connection with the fans. To address these issues, I used the approach that included observation, interviews, surveys, and lastly, leadership collaboration. This results to project development and relationship-based fan engagement strategies focused on long-term sustainability and improved fan loyalty and stronger organizational alignment. This project matters because fan engagement directly impacts organizational success. Strong fan loyalty improves ticket sales, sponsorship opportunities, and merchandise sales, and overall financial sustainability. But beyond the revenue, sports organizations play an important role in building a community and identify emotional connection. One major takeaway I took from this project was the fan engagement cannot be treated as a seasonal activity. It gotta be an all year long thing. It must become a part of the organization and the culture and daily operation. Adaptive leadership challenge I also ran into was one of the most biggest lessons I learned was the difference between technical problems and adaptive problems. Technical solutions are easier to identify, for example, more advertising, discounted tickets, or additionally promotions. But adaptive problems are more complex because they involve with people, culture, communication, and lastly, mindset changes. The organization needed to move from a transactional relationship with fans, relationship-based engagement that require collaboration across the department, leadership, alignment, and long-term strategic thinking and planning. Leadership theories that were applied in this project, several leadership theories that I applied from the MLL program was, first is transformational leadership. This focuses on vision, motivation, organizational change. I used from the MLL program. Transformational leadership is principles to encourage buy-in, reinforce importance of long-term fan engagement. The second, adaptive leadership, is this project required flexibility, innovation, because fans' expectations continues to evolve in today's digital sports environment. The third, dialogical leadership, is emphasizes communication, collaboration, and across stakeholders. The open discussion with staff, fans, and community members helps strengthen the organizational alignment. The MLO program application, the MLO program application gave me a practical framework that I applied throughout this project. From leadership courses, I learned how to connect with the vision with the organizational action. From the organizational change courses, I applied the Cotter change model by creating an urgency around fan engagement and encouraging collaboration. The Raylan work-based learning model was especially important because it emphasized throughout action and reflection and also solving a real organizational challenge. Lastly, I also used the strategic decision-making concept by focusing on data collection, fan feedback, and measurable outcomes. And also, I conducted interviews as well. Um, Leadership competencies applied. This project also strengthened several leadership competencies. Communication was critical. I conducted interviews, collaborated with staff, GMs, presidents, and presented a recommendation clearly. Collaborations was clearly necessary because the success of the fans require alignments between marketing, operations, and ticket sales department. The critical thinking helped identify gaps in the organization engagement strategy. Strategic planning also played a big deal in this project as well. We used the KPI method. Finally, the emotional intelligence was essential because it's understanding fan emotions and motivations is a major part of building loyalty in sports in the indoor game and arena football. Strategic recommendations based on the research finding. I developed several recommendations. First, the organization should implement relationship-based engagement strategies focused on, strategic, personalized communication while storytelling. The second strategic recommendation is, game day experience should become interactive through the themed events, fans, activities, and also community focused programming. The third organizational strategic recommendation is to expand partnerships with schools, youth programs, and local businesses to, strengthen, long-term community relationships through outreach. Technology, fans engagement is also play a major modern role in fan engagement. Fans today expect convenience, personalization, and also digital interaction. I recommended implementing the CRM system, personalized email campaigns, social media, and storytelling, and mobile engagement tools to also, build ticket sales. Technology also creates opportunities for organizations to connect with fans outside the stadium environment and strengthens loyalty all year round. Another role is measurement and accountability. Pretty much is attendance trend, repeat ticket purchases, fans satisfaction scores, and digital engagement metrics and community participation levels. Regular evaluation meetings and data analysis will pretty much help with adjustments and also improve engagement strategies. Challenges faced throughout this project is also presented leadership challenges that were also faced throughout this project. This project also presented several leadership challenges. Scheduling interviews during the season was pretty much difficult while I was playing as well, while I'm still playing as well, and operational demands. This project matters. Well, the survey participation rates also varied, very flexibility in communication methods, the balancing project responsibilities with day-to-day organizational tasks, reinforced the importance and adaptability of time management. These experiences also show me that leadership often requires flexibility and be able to work under pressure. What I learned from this project was one of the biggest lessons I learned was pretty much, it's not really, you gotta be able to be under pressure and be able to, run tasks. Leadership is about creating alignment, building relationships, and guiding organizational change. You gotta be able to adapt to organizational change. I also learned communication and collaboration are essential for long-term success. More importantly, most importantly, effective leadership requires continuous learning and reflection and adapting to change. I mean, so every day is a new day. You got to be able to be willing to learn something new, pretty much in this business. What I learned for myself was this project helped me grow personally and professionally as a leader. I gained confidence to get out of my shell and be able to conduct these interviews with the higher ups in this business and leading organizational. I learned how to to be able to use my initiative to get a hold of these people and come out of my comfort zone. I also discovered that one of my strengths as a leader is the ability to, listen and adapt and remain focused throughout the long-term goals in this project. A closing and a call to action to conclude in this project, I demonstrated, fan engagement is not simply a marketing responsibility, it's more of a leadership responsibility. Organizations prioritize long-term relationships, communication, and community engagement in this type of position and power for sustainable success. My final recommendation throughout this project was for the organization to, fully commit to a relationship based on fan engagement as part of its culture and long-term vision. But throughout this project, I pretty much, learned about with the success with other fans and, just building that relationship and, having loyal fans. They're the ones that, make this happen throughout, even with community outreach, that makes this happen. Community outreach helps, build build a relationship with fans and the community, and also, being a local sport, a local professional sport within the Quad Cities, and just also having, affordable ticket sales also, boost some fan revenue as well. But this is the conclusion of my project, and I also have a PowerPoint presentation too that, this is pretty much the abstract, the verbal version of my presentation as well with my PowerPoint presentation that will be in my link.